Hi, my name is Anthony Tanetta, and welcome to the podcast Burning Pages, where we talk about many literature stories of dystopian and how it connects to the real world today. Today, talk about one of my personal favorites, Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. It takes place in a dystopian society where the character Montag learns through many character interactions as well as a symbol of fire how knowledge and ignorance play a role into how his society is formed. Today, we'll be starting off with how the role of fire plays into that, the symbol of fire. Big literary element Ray Bradbury uses throughout the entire novel. So let's get into it. Before we talk about the theme of the story, let me give you a recap of what happened in the book. Guy Montag, the protagonist of the story, is a firefighter for the government. Well, in our society today, firefighters put out fires. Guy's job, on the other hand, is to burn books. So, start the fires. As for in this society, all books are outlawed for people to stay happy at all times. As people thought some books were only to bring pain. Instead, they are forced to take in knowledge they gain from watching their televisions all day, telling the people what to do. Also, people are only stimulated by televisions in their houses as well as other immediate pleasures. Guy's completely happy with his job and his life until one day he meets a young girl named Clarice McClellan, one of his neighbors who acts differently than the kids in this society, while other kids are being reckless with all their life, taking their life by accident, by trying to be overstimulated. She wanders around all day doing normal stuff we do in our society. But in this society, it seems weird. So, Clarice McClellan tells Guy Montag about many things that used to be in our society. And she also asks many questions to Guy Montag, which makes him really think about his life, and he finds out that he's truly not happy, and he goes to seek answers. He breaks the rules and takes books from a library, and he goes to this guy named Faber, a professor a long time ago in the past where books were still legal. Unfortunately, when Guy and Faber went to go phase a plan and create a plan, Montag rushed in quickly he was pretty hot-headed and tempered when he saw his wife and her friends being simpletons and not listening to what he had to say. And Guy Montag gets called out by his own wife, which causes him to have to burn down his own house due to Captain Beatty, the fire chief, telling him to burn down his own house. Now, after this, Guy Montag rushes and quickly burns Captain Beatty in a desperate attempt to escape. When he escapes and makes it to a safe place, he finds these people who shed knowledge about books. It's kind of like his goal, to reach the people. Now that you are caught on what happened in the book, we have to talk about the purpose or central theme Ray Bradbury is conveying. He is demonstrating the theme of knowledge versus ignorance and how this is shaped through two symbols shown throughout the story. We're going to talk about it. The first one, fire, with my friend Cooper Hauck. Good evening, Cooper.
Yo, what's good?
Are you ready to dwell on some knowledge?
Yes.
I know you love starting the conversation, so I'm going to let you go first. What do you think the symbol of fire has to do with the central theme of knowledge versus ignorance?
To start off, the symbol of fire changes throughout the story. So in the start of the book, it's a destructive force, getting rid of all the knowledge in the society. But later in the book, it becomes a symbol of purity and how knowledge is powerful.
I love that explanation. I want to focus on the beginning symbol right now. How the symbol started out in part 1, Hearth and the Salamander, because it really gives depth into how the theme is developed by Bradbury. I think there is a good piece of evidence for that. Let me pull it up. Okay, I found it. It's in the beginning. The text states in the beginning of the story, it was a special pleasure to see things eaten, to see things blackened and changed. With the brass nozzle in his fist, with the great python spinning its venomous kerosene upon the world, and burning to bring down the tatters and charcoal ruins in history. Bradbury, page 1.
That's a really good quote for the symbol of fire in the beginning because of how fire is burning these books and the history of the people, the lessons we've learned in our life and the mistakes, and how all that knowledge is lost.
It's even crazier when you think about what Guy Montag said when Clarice asked what firefighters did back then.
What did he say?
Well, he said that firemen never put out fires. Because remember when Beatty, the chief fireman in the area, goes to show him the history of firemen with this quote-unquote book. It shows them that they burned books in the 1790s and it was started by Benjamin Franklin, which is not true at all.
That kind of reminds me of what's happening now in the world. Books are being banned or history is being censored for being too offensive, or it makes people unhappy, which causes people to burn books and never remember why that author wrote the book in the first place.
Even wilder to think that this book, Fahrenheit 451, was banned in schools too.
Wait, really?
Yeah, really. I see why Bradbury put this as an introduction, as people are happy to get rid of these books to keep people quiet, and it really shows how naive these people are in the book.
Yeah. At least we're able to learn from the characters in the story, though.
True. We learn from Beatty why people act this way as well. The quote says, "Colored people don't like Little Black Sambo. Burn it. White people don't feel good about Uncle Tom's Cabin. Burn it. Some people ridden on tobacco and cancer of the lungs. The cigarette people are weeping. Burn the book. Serenity, Montag. Peace, Montag. Burn all. Burn everything. Fire is bright and clean." Bradbury, page 57.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah, the evidence is so unsettling when you really think about it.
Yeah, I know, right? The burning of all this knowledge, all because of a few small groups are unhappy about it, is crazy. They've been burning information about cigarettes, which kind of actually shows why most people smoke in this society, because they don't really know any better. They think there's no downside to it as they were never informed. Really shows the ignorance of the people.
Also, the fire is bright and clean part is starting to make more sense after you said that. After I said that, the part shows how people get rid of everything that makes them unhappy with the fire, as the process is quick and painless, unless you're the one being burned.
That was so funny.
They just forget about it for some reason.
It really does connect to our world again, as society starts to shun any information they don't like or know is true.
Yeah, especially when talking about sensitive topics, but the topics need to be covered so people can learn and not repeat any mistakes in the past and carry the future. I think we should shift up onto how there's still hope for humanity.
Just to lighten up the mood a little bit?
That's a good one.
So, where do you think fire changes roles to becoming a symbol of purity and hope for knowledge?
I believe in part 3, Burning Bright, the changes is mostly shown as it states. He was looking for a brightness, a resolve, a triumph over tomorrow that hardly seemed to be there. Perhaps that expected their faces to burn and glitter with the knowledge they carried, to glow with the light in them. But all the light had come from the campfire. Bradbury, 147.
So, why did you choose that quote?
I chose that quote as in the end of the novel, after Montag finds the true meaning of fire, just as it could be used bad to silence information and spread that misinformation rapidly. The flames of the fire can bring knowledge that will be carried throughout everywhere. The use of the quote and the new meaning of the symbol of fire connects to Ray Bradbury's purpose of using the theme, as it shows how knowledge can defeat ignorance in a figurative way by shining information, not burning.
Also, the symbol can show the growth of Montag in a way, as he sees the view of fire differently now than he did before.
That's a good way to see it. I think that it's time to wrap it up. I truly appreciate your time, Mr. Hauck.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Up next, we discuss the symbol of books and how it connects to the theme of knowledge versus ignorance with Lukas Vargas, symbol of books. Thank you, Cooper Hauck. Thank you again. Let's give it up for Cooper.
Thank you.
Okay, now moving on. Welcome back to the other part of the podcast. Now we'll talk with Lukas Vargas about how the literary device, the symbolism of books, in the story connects to Ray Bradbury's book Fahrenheit 451. Hi, Lukas. It's such an honor to have you on the podcast.
No, thank you. The book you choose is very interesting. I give it a 33 out of 10.
Speaking of books, that's the symbolism we're focusing on in this segment. Tell me, How do you think the symbol of books shows the central theme Ray Bradbury was developing, which is the theme of knowledge versus ignorance?
Well, as we know, books symbolize knowledge, but the destruction of books leads society in the novel to listen to everything their parlor walls tell them. Without this knowledge, people accept the censorship of the government, making their lives shallow.
That answer really connects to what Mildred, Montag's wife, said about books. Well, the story says, books aren't people. You read and I look all around, but there isn't anybody there, said Mildred. My family is people. They tell me things. I laugh, they laugh. And the colors. Bradbury, 69.
I think I know why this is a good quote, but I want to hear it from you first.
Well, it seems that Mildred is disinterested in books, ignoring what they have to say. Instead, she is only attracted to immediate attention, such as the parlor rolls, as they make her happy and tell her what to laugh or even to think. Crazy stuff.
Well, I was going to add to this as it shows that the destruction of books caused the society to act the way Mildred did. The way the people act shows Bradbury's theme of knowledge versus ignorance. There's no point of knowledge if there's no one to give it to, which causes people to be less intelligent.
Reminds me of how people are with technology today. People are always on their phones, always needing constant attention, which really causes people not want to read books. They think, why need books when we can be entertained all the time?
That statement, I say, may be a little far out there, but in sports on television, so we get constant entertainment has, then you get hit with ads to be given the information that one brand and the other isn't, trying to make you buy into their ways.
I can see the argument. Also, what you said about being given information to, persuade you, they mention that almost exactly in the book. The part where Montag talks politics with Mildred and her friend.
What's some evidence you have for this?
Okay, so in the story, the segment, I would say, it says, half of the time, I couldn't hear a word he said, and the words I did hear, I didn't understand. Fat, too, and didn't dress to hide it. No wonder it was a landslide for Winston Noble. Even their names helped. What do you know about Hauck and Noble, Montag said. Why, they're right in the parlor wall, not 6 months ago. Bradbury, 93.
I see how they're similar, with both persuading one and over the other.
It almost seems like the people controlling the parlor were trying to get Noble to be voted. The people in the society only voted Noble because of his looks and how nice he seemed. The parlors must have not showed anything about what they have people do or what they say. People also seemed to not care about what Hauck had to say, as they just focused on what he looked. And they made it seem like he was like a nervous goober all the time in the story. Really shows the government control in the society.
Next to how there are no books, people learn their own. The parlor walls take control. The wars control what people think and do, just like voting for leaders. Almost like the parlor walls show the ignorance of the people.
Shows what's happening in the real world, too. People only listen to one news station, and people do not research the true information or information to back it up on multiple sources. It will cause the news station to pretty much control what these people have to say.
Wow, never really thought about it that way. Pretty much this book is so similar to the real world in many ways.
Really crazy, but things are just heating up.
What a good one. Well, we've barely covered how knowledge is seen, mostly focusing on the ignorance of others.
Well, we're no more, because when Montag talks to the group of men at the end of the story, the book people, the men tell Montag of why their work, the knowledge to keep books alive, was very important. For example, pick up that town, almost, and flip the pages. So many pages to a person. And when the war's over, someday, some year, books can be written again. The people will be called in, one by one, to recite what they know and what will set up in type until another dark age. But that's the wonderful thing about man. He never gets so discouraged or disgusted that he gives up doing it all over again, because he knows very well it is important and worth the doing. Bradbury, 146.
Really goes to show how books are beaming in their hope of knowledge, as when people read through this important pieces of literature and come together to discuss the books, they can learn to grow as a person and learn valuable lessons that will let them think for themselves.
I'd like to add on to what you had to say, if you don't mind, buddy.
Of course, fire away.
That's a really good one. Didn't think about it. Anyway, when Granger, the man speaking to Montag in the quote, says that the people will do the process of writing books over and over again, it makes me really think about how persistent some people are in the story just to give knowledge to some ignorant people in the world like Mildred, who doesn't truly love Montag.
Yeah, some really cool bean stuff there.
Cool bean stuff. Makes me think of the Socratic seminars, actually, when you think about it, like discussing together books. The seminars let me discuss what I had to learn from the books as well as others, and anything I'm confused about.
Yeah, kind of like the ones we used to do in this first class.
Oh, in 7th grade? Oh, yeah, I remember how much I hated doing the work for the prep in the summer for seminars back then. But after doing the seminars, I was able to learn lessons from other people's perspectives, similar to how books give a different perspective on life.
No doubt.
But I think that's all we had to cover.
Yeah, some really intriguing stuff here. Thank you for letting me be in the talk.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for joining, Lucas. Ladies and gentlemen, give up a big round of applause to Lucas for joining the podcast Burning Pages. Bye, Lucas. Hope you have a great day.
I hope you have a great day, too.
Coming up next, I will bring both hosts back for a game of Imposter, Not Imposter. Welcome back to the third and last segment of our podcast, Burning Pages. So, you know what that means. It's time for the game. Now, let me call my two special cool hosts, Lucas Vargas and Cooper Hauck. Welcome, Lucas and Cooper. How you guys are doing?
Great.
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. We all know how the game works. We have two people who have the same character from Fahrenheit 451, and one person has the different character from Fahrenheit 451. That person has to try to not get caught to win, pretty much. That the imposter. Two other people, the crewmates, have to find that one imposter, and that's how they win. We vote them out. We all have our characters sent by the devs, right?
Yes, I have my character.
Okay.
I'm going to find this imposter.
I guess I'll start things off with my character. Let me see. I'd say he's pretty knowledgeable.
I think I'll go next. I think this person is pretty average.
Okay.
I'll go next. I would say this person has skin.
Has skin. Oh, okay.
I see.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Okay, let me think. I'd say this character dislikes Montag.
I see.
I see. I'm gonna go distraction.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm gonna say threatening.
Threatening. Oh, okay. I got you.
Well, that's fair.
Okay. Let me think. I'd say it's against books. I would say.
I'm gonna say this person likes technology.
I see.
I'm gonna say flamethrower.
Flamethrower. Ooh, okay. That's nice. That's a good one. Let me think. I'm gonna say this character is kind of like an obstacle that has to be like solved with at the end.
Yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna say family. Like a fake.
Yeah. I see, okay.
No.
What do you think, Lucas?
I'm starting to get suspicious.
Yeah, I'm a little suspicious of Cooper.
Hold on.
I'm gonna get one and say, let's see, ironic.
Okay. I think we should like say our one thing one more time and let's just vote at the end. Okay, I'm gonna say pretty. Let me think. How do I put this for this character? I'd say it's. Well, yeah. Let me think. Well, fireman. I don't know if I said fireman already, but if I did already say fireman, I'm gonna put sort of, it's kind of, in some sort of way, if I get what I'm saying, kind of like respectful at times, but like disrespectful at other times.
I see. I'm gonna say a shell.
Oh, okay. I see. I get it.
I'm gonna say that my character would not like what you did to learn about the story or understand the story.
Okay. I think I know who I'm gonna vote for. Okay.
I know who I'm gonna vote for.
Okay.
I think I know.
Okay, on the count of 3, we're gonna vote for this person, we think. Okay? 3, 2, 1, Cooper.
Cooper.
Okay.
Bruh.
Wait, who do you have?
Character.
Okay, wait. Who did y'all have?
I had Captain Beatty.
I had Captain.
I had Mildred.
Oh, we win, Lucas! Yes!
Oh yeah.
Dude, I had no idea who that was.
Yeah. Give them more research. Read more books, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I said seashell, and I think I think Anthony was immediately shooting that.
Yeah. Well,
Shell.
so, for Mildred, she's obviously, like, drawn to by these parlor walls and the seashell being told what to do all the time. And, like, Captain Beatty, he's the person who, like, warns Montag about all these books, about how they're dangerous. But he also, like, reads the books, too. He said it before, how knowledgeable these books are, but make people so unsad and happy. Which kind of shows, like, two conflicting themes of knowledge versus ignorance. As, like, Captain Beatty is the one who tells how, like, knowledge can be dangerous, but it's, like, also taught people throughout the years, and Mildred just being, like, blank and being very dumb.
Yeah. Understandable.
Can't believe you lost, Cooper. It's a shame.
Yeah, I
You
know.
did decent. We
So-
all make mistakes.
Yeah, we all make mistakes. Well, that's why there's a round 2!
It didn't work out.
There's a round 2!
Whoa! Round 2.
Yeah.
Okay. I would want to say maybe who wants to go first? You want to go first, Cooper, or you want to go first, Lucas?
I think I want to go first.
Okay, Cooper. See what you got.
I'm gonna say independent. This is an independent person.
Okay.
Okay.
Lucas, you want to go next?
Say... Oh, you can go.
Okay. That's suspicious. It's pretty suspicious of you, buddy. I'm gonna say this person is very abnormal.
That was a good one.
I'm gonna say helpful.
Okay, that's pretty good.
I'm I'm gonna say this person is a very questioning person.
I'm gonna say this character is a female.
That.
Okay.
Uh,
I think it's Lucas's turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say shallow.
I can see where you're
I don't know
coming
who
from.
that is.
No, I can see where he's coming from. I can see where he's coming from.
I guess so.
Like in a sort of sense, like a certain sense. You know what I mean?
Alright, Anthony.
I think it's your turn. Cooper.
I'm about to cook with this one.
Okay, let me hear it.
Nature.
Nature. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. Definitely not gonna research that to see which name pops up. Definitely not the imposter. Anyway, let me think. This character is very questioning towards our protagonist. Like, I've written lots of questions.
Alright.
I'm gonna say, are you happy?
Ooh,
That's a good one.
that character does. Well, I already said she was a girl. Well, I don't know if you guys think that too, but she does ask that.
That is a good one.
Okay, I think it's my turn. I'm gonna say she. Well, she kind of like doesn't see the end of the book. That's what I'm gonna say.
That's crazy.
Rest in peace.
Okay, I'm gonna say, sunrise.
What?
Like, this person likes watching the sunrise.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're right. I can see it.
Sure.
I don't know. It's a little weird.
I'm gonna say against the normal.
Yeah, I agree too. So, let me think. It's kind of like an outcast. Their family's kind of like an outcast. Kind of like the singers.
I'm gonna say that she helped influence Montag.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Okay. What about you, Lucas?
I'm gonna say books.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna say. Oh, I'm just gonna say like Wait, what? I think I remember. The character kind of like the character sees Montag every day, pretty much.
I'm gonna say car.
Ooh.
Car.
I'm gonna say neighbor.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna say teenager.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I say we need one more go around.
Yeah, I think one more should be
I
good.
agree.
I'm gonna say symbolizes something.
I wouldn't say that, but I guess.
I think kind of fair.
I'm gonna say kind of. Well, I'm just gonna pull it out there. A good person.
That's fair.
Yeah, but that can apply to like 10 different characters.
Okay, well, said a bunch already.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, this
That's
is the
one I
final
have
one.
the symbolizes one. Cooper, I haven't heard you.
Yeah,
Wait,
Cooper.
hold on.
Yeah,
Curiosity.
Okay.
You have to said that.
Okay. I kind of think it's Lucas with like the answers he had in the beginning.
I feel like it's Anthony.
This guy repeated
What? And
himself.
me?
No, Anthony repeated what I said.
Wait, what did I say?
I said at the very start that she was a very questioning person. And then later you said that she likes to question people a lot.
Oh.
Asking, I didn't know that.
Oh.
Okay, maybe we're going to read about find out what going for.
Well, wait. Lucas was like very stuttery at the beginning. Like, he could.
Anthony, didn't you question the sunrise bit?
Well, I didn't think about it until like I remember what the character said. Like I love watching the sunsets in the day, you know.
Alright,
No.
now.
I feel I'm ready to vote.
Okay.
I'm ready to vote.
3, 2, 1. Lucas.
Anthony.
It wasn't me.
It was me.
Ah,
Yeah, it was me.
dang! I told you guys.
At
Like,
first I thought it was the white. He said, sun, okay, white, shower. But then I was like, wait. Then this guy said something that I was like, wait a minute. No, this is the girl. This is his neighbor.
yeah, Clarice McCullen in the story kind of like symbolizes knowledge too. Like, as you can see throughout the story, she gives insight to Montag that like carries without him through the entire story. Like, are you truly happy?
That's 2 for 2.
And like, even questions like, have you ever read any books? Which kind of makes him like want to read the books in the story and like
Yup.
go on his quest to save and realize what the true dangers of government has.
Yeah.
Well, with that.